Ladies and gentlemen, we're now in the hands of our Cape City Clerk, Ms. Lisa Carol Lambert.
This is the pre-meeting of the Mobile City Council, Tuesday, November the 4th. And we have approval of minutes from October 28th.
Any issues, anyone? Okay.
Appeals, we have requests for waive noise ordinance on February 15th from 11 a.m. to 6:30 on St. Anthony Street. February 17th from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. on St. Anthony Street.
Councilman Ingram, you have any issue with those?
I would like to have more information, more details on it, like if this is an annual event. I don't have enough details to know, and I tried to do a little research online regarding the location.
You want to hold this over for 2 weeks? Because it's not until
Correct.
February.
That would work. Thank you.
All right, we'll hold this over for 2 weeks.
November the 8th on Suzanne Circle, and this is from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m.
Councilman, Lord, I might want to say both so bad.
Fleming.
Any issues?
No issues.
Okay.
Public hearings today is the public hearing to consider the modification of a previously approved planned unit development for property located at 600, 700, and 800 West I-65 Service Road South. A public hearing to fix the cost for demolition of structures at 2661 Bet-B Street, 2906 Knoll Street, 777 Wellworth Street, and 1807 White Avenue. Okay. Presentation of petitions and other communications to the council. Jacob Cooper regarding safety for drivers, children, and crossing guards in school zones.
Mr. President.
Mr. Penn.
Thank you, Mr. President. I received a lot of emails, I don't know, regarding driving and speeding in the school zone. Is that a part of the school system, making sure with the crossing guards in different spots? Or
Police
the city
department.
mobile?
Yeah.
Okay. So we coordinate with the school systems with where the guards are placed?
I mean, they'll be in the crosswalks, but sometimes we do have two, depending on how the traffic patterns are, but they are City of Mobile employees.
Okay. And we're paying them to work during those hours?
That's correct.
Okay.
Now, they work a split shift, morning and then in the afternoon.
Okay.
And they're under the control of the traffic division of the police department.
So the traffic division decides where the crossing guards are located?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And just one more thing, and Jimmy, some of the, I think, private schools hire constables, so it's really kind of depending on the school too. If it's a public school, police department takes care of it. If it's a private, then constables that are hired by the school itself, correct?
That's the general thing, but
Yeah.
also the city does take over crossings where there's a heavy traffic on it in order to make sure the kids are safe, whether they provide private security or not.
Okay. One area in my district in particular that I know the traffic unit is very familiar with is on Spring Hill Avenue at St. Ignatius. We've had a lot of issues there. We've had to put flashing lights up to try to alert motorists that a red light is, coming up and underway, and working with the folks there to make sure that they are stopping there for the crosswalk because it's so busy and with the traffic. And
Moffitt Road, Forest Hill is on her side of the road,
Yeah.
but the neighbors, majority of them come from me. They walk on District 1. And so you already know the traffic, the issues and challenges on Moffitt Road. One of my requests is that we just kind of look and see exactly if we can improve it in any type of way, because it's concerns with that Moffitt Road as well as O'Shea Road with so many schools. I'm not sure if this gentleman is going to be talking about any of the schools that I just mentioned, but I know I have received requests about those.
Yeah, Moffitt Road, Spring Hill Avenue, all of those pose really significant issues for the police department because of the speed involved. And so, we cannot choke it down to 15 miles per hour. What does it think? It's 35 on major highways. And so that is the issue that we have with like Moffitt and Spring Hill.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Madam Clerk.
Reggie Hill regarding recommended amendments to the council's rules of procedure, recommend ordinance related to approval of administrations Executive staff and mayoral board appointments. Request updated plans for unassigned fund balance, vehicle inventory list, evaluation report on performance contracts and discretionary spending. Ordinances held over 11-056. Amend Chapter 11, Article 3, Section 11 of the City Code to include subsection title Alabama Construction Trade Academy Fund fees.
Council, Reynolds.
Yes, sir. We've received a memorandum of understanding from the academy. If everybody wants to review that, I mean, it could be tightened up a little bit, but in an effort to move this along, we did get a number of permits that would apply to this. 5,748 permits times $20 each equals $115,000, $114,960. So it's right in line with what I think they need, to operate the academy. I will offer an amendment to this to draw out the effective date to January 1. So it'll go into effect January 1 rather than immediately, which will give the administration enough time to, get on board, figure out their processes, procedures, and all that to move forward. And then if we want to have a modified memorandum of understanding, we could certainly get some modification if we'd like. But I'm prepared to move today.
Anyone else?
Good morning, Mr. President. So we talked to Councilman Reynolds just briefly about this. There's probably a couple of different things that Shayla Biko and her team would like to discuss with the council moving forward in more of a collective manner on this, just dealing with permitting fees and then implementation as well. So one of the things that we wanted to talk to you all about is maybe even hosting a committee meeting to go over what they're doing comprehensively, and then what we need to do now to make sure that we don't hold up the process of having this partnership with the academy. Whether that's, collectively looking at the ordinance or making sure that you're implementing the fees along with this process, but also making sure that we can transfer the funding to the academy. And looking at the memorandum of understanding, which I just received, you might need more parties than just the two here involved, but there's a more direct way to do that. So, and I just ask that you all hear Ms. Biko and her Build Mobile team before taking action on this.
Councilman Woods, you have something?
I was just going to clarify, I guess, ahead of time. Obviously, this based on what the state did and how this reads. I mean, the funds would be transferred to the state treasury, Alabama Construction Trade Academy Fund, and then I guess that's based on the conversation that we had with the builders, that would the money would come back to Mobile. And I know Mr. Reynolds wanted the memorandum of understanding in order to ensure that the funds came back to Mobile. So I just wanted to clarify that. And I guess and again, this, I kind of see this, and I understand where you're coming from, Mr. Woods, but I kind of see this as a totally separate conversation from any potential changes that the permitting department might need to implement, whether that's an increase of fees, decrease of fees. I mean, I kind of see this as a standalone issue because it's not really, I guess it's not part of the holistic approach, I guess. But I'll let you kind of decide or what you think.
Council, let me recommend this. Let's hold it over for another 2 weeks and let's have a committee meeting on next Tuesday for Councilwoman Ingram and Councilman Fleming can be caught up with the situation, and we can discuss this on next Tuesday, probably at 1 o'clock.
Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay.
Vice President, you have something?
No. I think that's good because like Councilman Woods, I think we need to know what the impact is and why there would be an impact of not making this a standalone, given what I know Ms. Biko wanted to speak with us about. So I think laying it over and going to committee is probably the right way to go about this. And it won't take that long. We'll get there.
All right, Madam Clerk.
Resolutions held over 08-1381, approved purchase order to Beard Equipment Company for 2 mowers. 1382, approved purchase order to SHI International for subscription for Adobe Acrobat Pro and Creative Cloud software licenses. 091385, create new capital account, Mobile Arena furniture, fixtures, and equipment, and transfer funds from the general fund operating account into the new account. 211386, authorized contract with RGLG doing business as Service Master Services for janitorial services at various city locations. 211387, authorized contract with Star Service Inc. of Mobile for HVAC maintenance and repair at the Mobile, Alabama Cruise Terminal. 211388, authorized contract with Touchdown Cleaning Services for carpet cleaning at the Mobile, Alabama Cruise Terminal. Ordinance is being introduced, 64057, considered a modification of a previously approved planned unit development for property located at 600, 700, 800 West I-65 Service Road South. Consent resolutions being introduced, 091396, transfer funds from District 7 discretionary account to traffic engineering to assist with replacement of poles and signs. 311397, authorize the mayor to apply, accept, and receive grant funding from the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency for the 2025 EOD 21 grant, no local match. 371398, recommend approval to the ABC Board for issuance of a lounge retail liquor Class 1 license to Flipside Bar and Patio on South Conception Street.
Again, I would need more information on this one. So if you could hold this one over also.
Well, hold over 1 week,
Yes, sir.
1 week.
581399, authorized removal of weeds group 1669, 40, 1400 through 1403 are fixing the cost for demolition of said structures. 60, 1404, 1405, 1406, and 1407 are determining appropriations to Continuous Learning Center, Just for Developed Laboratory, Murphy High School, and Scarborough Model Middle School serve a public purpose and approve payment. CIP resolutions being introduced, 081408, approved purchase order to Inline LLC for replacement traffic signal poles for Highway 90 at Demetropolis Road, $19,863.48.
Mr. President,
Yeah, Mr. Reynolds.
does AlDOT reimburse us for this? So those poles that are out there on AlDOT highway right away, if they get hit or damaged, we're responsible for their replacement. So we have an agreement with AlDOT that says if they build a highway, all the poles, signals, everything, we're going to take responsibility of them forever.
They're ours. I mean, the only places where AlDOT will actually maintain the signal poles themselves is when it's a state highway and a state highway. If it's state highway and a local,
We're intersecting with the city.
that's correct.
Right, okay,
That's
that
correct.
makes sense. Thank you.
211415, authorized contract and task order number 1 with Volker for design and engineering of Perch Creek Preserve, $900,000. Resolutions being introduced, 011409, authorized amendment to agreement with Evonik Corporation for fire and emergency services. 081410, approved purchase order to Environmental Systems Research Institute for GSI online training credits, $31,310. 081411, approved purchase order to Interface Americas for replacement flooring for 5th floor in Government Plaza, $124,517.30. 081412, approved purchase order to Wilkins Miller for annual audit of police and fire pension fund, $18,500. 211413, authorized contract with Inline LLC for lighting for Japanese Gardens in segment 1 of the 3 Mile Creek Greenway Trail, $997,846.91. 211414, authorized contract with United Methodist Intercity Mission of Mobile, Inc. for maintenance and operation of Taylor Park Recreation Center playground, swimming pool, and wading pool, $123,500.
Mr. President,
Mr.
on this contract with the United Methodist Intercity Mission, it's not a budgeted performance contract in our budget. was not in there. So where is the money coming from? In our performance contracts, it was left out in the 26 budget.
And that usually was I can't remember, was it?
Yeah, I know that.
But it usually was in the budget this year.
But it's not. That's what I'm saying. I paid us usually in the performance contracts, it's a budgeted line item, and specifically in this budget cycle, it was not in there.
Mr. Reynolds, Mr. President, specific to this line item, there was some confusion about this program and the life of the program. The program actually continues to exist. It just changed locations. And during the conversation of the changing of locations, the belief was that the program had ceased to exist and it was not funded through the year. We learned this last week, and we'll be presenting a budget amendment to you that funds the program.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Announcements.
Council, anything?
Yes, I'd like to say something.
Mr. Reynolds?
We've got a new attorney here. Phelps Dunbar is our new law firm, and this is Jonathan Maples. And look forward to working with you, Jonathan. Thank you for taking on the task. It's going to be interesting how we all manage each other's personalities and stuff. It's always exciting and fun. So thank you for being here. And you have someone you'd like to introduce?
Yes, I've got Erin Hudson with me. Erin is an associate in our office, and she's going to be working with us.
Okay. And again, we'd like to welcome Councilman Ingram and also Councilman Flemings. I keep wanting to say both and everything. Welcome to our pre-meeting, and then also Mayor, you've been here a couple of times, but as officially Mayor, this is your first meeting of our pre-council. Welcome. All right. Anything from administration? If not, we'll see each other downstairs at 10:30.